Yo, this is David Haye, aka the Haymaker, and you're watching SBTV Sports Biz. Yeah.
What's going on, people? SBTV exclusive, part 2 of a 2-part special with me, Viz. We are at the Haye Chisora press conference. Last time these two was in the same room at a press conference, you saw what happened. It just may well kick off again because it's not quite over. Hopefully we can grab a few exclusive words with the Haymaker himself. I'm on a hype. I'm on an absolute hype. You know, when it comes to boxing, I get hype. You get me? So I finally caught up with the man himself, the Haymaker, David Haye. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine, thank you.
Emotions must be running high.
Not that high, not as high as they might have looked. You know, my emotions are very calm, placid, simmering, bubbling under.
Is it fair to say you do not like Chisora?
That would be very fair to say.
So would you have fought him for free?
Nah,
do you hate him that much that you would fight him for free?
I already have fought him for free. In Germany, in a press conference, I fought him for free.
Exactly. Speaking of that press conference, right? I mean, I don't know what people are more nervous about, the press conference between you two today or the fight. Did you expect it to pop off today?
I wouldn't be surprised. I wasn't surprised if you tried something. You know,
was you ready for that? When you woke up this morning?
I'm always ready. I was born ready. You know, he tried to step to me in Germany and got checkmated there, and they ended up on the floor unconscious. That's why they put his cage up. I think it's to protect me from him, but it's the other way around. Because believe me, I ain't going to be the victim.
I've got to say, you look pretty calm. I believe you. I absolutely believe you, right? When I spoke to Chisora earlier on this week, he was kind of nonchalant about the whole incident at the press conference.
Because he got knocked out. So how can he be excited about getting knocked out?
Well, whether he got knocked out, debatable. Some may say he didn't. Some may say he firmed the punch.
Watch it. He's on the floor. He goes down. You know, he got hit with a right hand. Yep. No, left elbow, right hand, and 2 elbows to the back of the head.
So more of the same this weekend.
No elbows, unfortunately, just punches.
You know what though? A lot of people out there would say they were disappointed at, you know, both of your actions at that press conference. What would you say to those people?
If you're so disappointed, stop looking at it at YouTube. So 20 million hits. So someone's not disappointed. People keep looking at it. People keep writing about it. People keep putting it on the news. So if they're disappointed, don't look at it.
Fair play.
If I got a disappointing birthday present one time, I'm not going to keep looking at it, am I?
Very true.
Put it away and don't ever look at it or talk about it.
Well, that settles that then.
Secretly, they all loved it, really. Secretly.
Well, you know what? It was exciting. It was exciting, but you are a role model. So some would say that wasn't the action of a role model.
Defending yourself, I believe that any man, woman or child is in their right if confronted by an assailant with a consistent history of attacking people, spitting at people, biting at people. He's been convicted of beating up his ex-girlfriend. He's been convicted of carrying offensive weapons. He's been convicted of attacking a police officer. If that type of assailant comes at you, I believe you're in your right to defend yourself, which I did.
So are you going to go in a ring with all those thoughts in your mind? Those actions, those previous actions of Chisora?
That's all separate. That doesn't mean absolutely. Once that first bell rings, he could be a saint, or he could be an axe murderer. It makes no difference to me. He's a human being. He's a big piece of meat that needs to get pounded on.
Is this going to be your last fight ever?
It could potentially be. If I don't get a fight with one of the Klitschko's, then yeah, I'd say this could be my last fight. So I want to go out of a bang, go out of a big one.
You want to fight Vidali after this?
In an ideal world, but it takes 2 to tango, and he's not really making the noises like he wants to do it. So if he doesn't, I understand that. I won't hold him against him. Yeah. But I'd like that. If he doesn't want it, then what's it meant to be?
Let's keep it real. You know, some of the British public turned against you after your loss, and you spoke about your broken toe. A lot of people weren't buying that. What do you say to those people?
Don't buy it. So I was asked why I didn't perform how I normally did.
Didn't the doctor check you before you went into the ring, though?
Check your toes, no. And even if he did, it's just...
We need to get that changed, then, don't we? We need to start checking toes.
But I was fit to fight. If Vladimir Klitschko would have had his chin out in the air and let me hit him, I'd have knocked him out. I never mentioned it probably.
I've got to be honest, no matter how strong and tough you are, if your toe's broken, it must be difficult to do anything, let alone box.
You know, I was okay for a few rounds, but it's the way it goes. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't my night. And even if my toe was 100% fine, there's no guarantee I would have won the fight anyway.
Just finishing off, a lot of people say, you know, well, not a lot of people, your stats are better than Chisora's. Does that matter? He said it don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to him because he can't hype up my stats because I clearly bet I'm a former European champion. I defended that 3 times against unbeaten fighters who have then gone on to become world champion. I went over to foreign territory to fight the undisputed cruiserweight champion Jean-Marc Mohamed, knocked him out on home turf. I then came back, unified all the belts against Enzo Maccarinelli, knocked him out. I then I gave all those belts up, went up to heavyweight, had 1 fight against Monty Barrett, a top 10 fighter, and then fought for the heavyweight championship of the world against the biggest ever heavyweight champion and beat him. So, these are my stats.
Stats don't lie.
His stats are he's lost his last 3 fights. That's his stats. But he did okay in the fight.
With those stats, just quickly, is this going to put the spark back into heavyweight boxing, this fight?
I believe so. I think after this fight, people will be buzzing. They'll be loving heavyweight boxing again.
Are you training hard for it? Be honest. Is this the hardest you've ever trained?
Training's finished for me now, but yeah, I'd say this is the hardest I've ever trained. I've done the most sessions, so I'm in a good place, and I'm looking forward to doing a job on Saturday night, Upton Park. Box Nation, tune in. It's going to be a fantastic night.
Top guy. Thank you, David.
Anytime.
Cheers.